Hello YouTube, 123 ALG Productions here. Haven't made a video in a while, but decided I would today. I've been buying and selling a lot of stuff at yard sales and thrift stores and auctions, and selling them at antique stores and stuff like that, and on eBay. And I've made some nice money over the summer, especially since I don't consider it a job. I have fun doing it. And I just thought in this video I'd share kind of the stuff that I buy and sell, some of the stuff I've sold, some stuff I bought today here. And I have a whole bunch of stuff over here that I'll just go through. I'll just go through this stuff really quickly. I don't want this video to be too long, but maybe just give some tips on what to buy, what not to buy, if you're trying to make money on eBay or Craigslist or anything like that. So I'll start off with the stuff I bought today. I'm going to college next week, so I'm trying to sell a lot of the stuff that I haven't sold already, because I'd rather have the money and not have it sitting back home, just collecting dust. So anyway, this is my last time I'm going to garage sale for a while. And I bought all this stuff right here for $12. First thing that caught my eye was this Bernzomatic propane torch. Here's the attachment that goes on top. And the coolest thing about it is that it's in great condition. It has the original label, not scratched up or anything. The original paperwork. Instructions and manuals, and 101 uses for your Bernzomatic torch. Great condition. I'm not sure how if you can sell like propane on eBay. It's probably not allowed. But even just for the box alone, it was a good buy. I might keep it. Here's a bicentennial New York City 76 to 76 little cup. Has a little rust inside, but people aren't going to use it for drinking out of. So that was a neat buy. Anything that looks like someone would want to display it, it's not cheap. This is a good piece. Look for those kind of pieces. Here's another cup, more like a mug or a stein, 1776. I found a lot like this. It's made by Wilton, Columbia, Pennsylvania. I'm not sure how old it is. I know it's pewter. And I found a lot that had the 1776, but just said 1776. It didn't have this nice logo of the flag and the bell. So this could probably bring me 20 to 30. If I want to sell it sooner, I might sell it for 15. Still make a nice profit. Always buy pencil sharpeners, especially the older ones. This one's not too old, but the ones that have like the wood grain on them. I learned that from watching YouTube videos, that those sell really well. I could probably get 17 to 20 bucks for this one right here, if it works. I haven't tested it out yet. And then also from that sale, I got Mickey Mouse hand and body lotion from Walt Disney Resorts. It says 1955 on it, but it also has a recycling logo and these printings on the bottom. I'm not sure when they started printing those logos, so even if it's not from 1955, even if it's a reproduction piece, it's still worth something. It's still going to make me a profit. And then last from that yard sale is this knife. It's not a military knife, it's like a cooking knife. But what caught my eye was, it's not in the best condition, but what caught my eye was, it says it's made in Sheffield, England. Cutlers to His Majesty Joseph Rogers and Sons. I couldn't find this identical knife online, but I found blades by that maker, and they were going for upwards of $40 to $60. So that was definitely a good buy. I'm going to make some good money on that piece right there. I sold this lot, yesterday for $30-something. These two flags and these three books. Those books right there and these flags. These flags, this was like a tourist piece. You would buy these at gift shops in the 50s, and they're in really good condition. They had whole bunch of different states. They all kind of looked the same. Even if you went to a different state or a different city, they all had the same theme, design. But what probably drove the price up was this diary right here. It's made in the 30s, and it actually has some writing in it. And what I did find out from doing some research, always do your research, is that diaries go for a lot of money. Especially if a whole collection of them, they can bring some really good cash. So that's a tip I would give. Anything Mario or Pokemon or James Bond from the Nintendo 64, is definitely something you want to pick up. I picked up a lot of Nintendo 64 controllers and console and games for for $15, and I probably turned that into like $80. In one day. I sold it overnight. The buyer never paid for this one though, so I got to relist that. Let me move on here. I'm going to go through this as quickly as possible. Stay away from antique tennis rackets. They're not worth a lot, especially this one's missing the grip. I guess if you know a particular one, if you look it up on eBay and it's going for good money, then pick it up. But this one is worth nothing, so that one probably just going to keep or throw it away. Here's a Mario hat. This is something I would think would go for a lot of money, or a decent money. You know, I thought this would sell for like $15, especially since it has this really cool pattern on the bottom. But I can't sell it. I'm going to hold on to it. Maybe just keep on listing it until it sells. But pick up stuff like that, even though I haven't been able to sell it. This kind of stuff, I know it's going to sell eventually. And usually it should sell quicker, but I'm not sure what's wrong with that. These are uncut posters. Sorry for my messed up speaking today. These are uncut baseball cards. This is what a baseball card looks like before it's cut. And these are posters. This would make a really nice poster. I haven't been able to sell it. I'm probably going to hold on to them because anything from the 90s, these are 90s cards. Any sports memorabilia from the 90s that's not, like Derek Jeter or Mariano Rivera or something like that, is practically worthless. So if these cards were cut up, it would be worth like less than an index card. But I think since they're in, like making a nice poster, if I just hold on to them, I'm eventually gonna, use them for myself or be able to sell them. So those are really neat looking, I think. What else do I have here? Old tins. This one I didn't buy. I had this. I found this in my house. But old tins. Famous Amos. That's a good brand. People know that. You can use this stuff if it's not worth. This is worth probably $10 or $8. But it'd be annoying to ship. So what I like to do is I like to hold on to tins that aren't worth a ton and use them for lots. So if you're gonna sell a whole bunch of little trinkets and antiques in a lot, throw this in the mix. Ship it in the tin. I went to a church sale over the summer and I picked up a ton of board games. Some of them are really old. Some of them are from the 50s and some of them are brand new. This is like a brand new game. There's still like plastic wrap inside. And I picked them up for 25 cents a piece. So I went to town. Got all these. I got a pinball machine that doesn't work. I'm probably going to have to throw that out. But all the others bring in good money. Some of them aren't worth a whole lot, but for 25 cents a piece, you can't go wrong. I put these in 2 lots, so I made this a lot and this a lot. And they're going to cost a bunch to ship, but I'm going to make more than 25 cents a piece. These are some wind-up toys I had from my grandma, and I'm selling them. I held on to a few, but I'm going to sell these. These are Western Germany toys. Look for markings on the bottom on this kind of stuff. You might pass this off as a cheap toy, but it could be worth a few bucks. So these are plastic, so they're not worth that much. So I usually put this stuff in a lot. But I do have some more valuable ones. I sold all the valuable ones at an antique store. I made a few $100s. But this kind of stuff right here. That'll bring me like $20 to $25 just for this piece right here. Well, it's like I got these in an auction. I paid $4 for these. These are old Super 8 films. And the great thing about them is that it has some really recognizable names. Hunchback of Notre Dame, Frankenstein, Abbott and Costello. I love the artwork on these. I haven't been able to sell these. I saw them go on eBay for $20 just for this one. And I have these, 4 pieces listed at $10. I haven't been able to sell them. So I don't know what's up with that, but even still, pick up this kind of stuff. Great artwork on these things. It's just awesome. Also, playing cards, especially if you can get vintage ones. This is not old. This is kind of old. Old resort casino ones. Ones that show modes of transportation on them. They're not worth a lot by themselves. This is TWA. It's no longer in business, but if you could put them in lots, you can sell them for a few dollars. If you get them for like a penny a piece, you know, if people are giving them away for free, take them. Sorry, I have a little bit of cough. Here's another old book, 1800s. This is a lightning arrestor. It's kind of like surge strips that they sell now in Radio Shack, but this is old. Even if you get $5 for it, it's still a good deal. If you pick it up in a lot, I got that in an auction. Here's an old glass. This one's really cool. I might keep this for myself. This is this kind of thing you would put in a buy it now auction. Buy it now, not an auction, because you might not have a buyer, but if one comes along, you want to get good money for it. It's pretty big. What else do I have? I have some pennants here. Some pennants alone are only worth $1 or $2, but if you put them in lots, you can get more money for them. This one is, I only paid $1 each for this one, for these. This one's, I couldn't find any information on it. And it's autographed by a few people, but I couldn't find them. So I'm going to hold on to this, maybe find someone that's interested. Some old cameras, some of them are newer. These aren't really old ones. These are probably 90s, 80s. But I put these kind of things that are, if they're not worth more than $20 a piece, I put them in lots. This one's probably going to sell for $25. And let me just finish this up here. Look up for old bicycles, any old bicycle parts, old seats on bicycles. Can go for good money, especially if it says Brooks on the back. This one's not. But if you get a Brooks seat, it can go for $50 to $150. Some old jerseys and clothes. I found these at a yard sale in Pennsylvania. They all have tags except for this one. This has tags, 2009 World Series. This is an amazing find. Michael Jordan vintage champion jersey with tags. Pete Rose Cooperstown collection with tags. I got them for $20 a piece. I could probably sell them for $40. I'll have some on auction that could go even higher. So that's the stuff you want to look out for. Sorry, my throat's a little dry. Anyway, thanks for watching. Any questions, feel free to comment below. And hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks. Bye.